guys, welcome to Kweku Tech. If today is your first time here, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and the notification icon. So I have with me Dollar here, who has developed the Yolk framework. I want him to take us through how the framework works, so that for people who love to use it, so that you get more insight on how to use it. So he will be taking us through. I will leave the rest to him for him to show us
your route name, so that it might not be migration, but this is the default one from Yolk. So we can choose to make here my DB. You understand?
Okay.
So right now we don't know anything like migrations error. That's the default error from Yolk. So you can just write my DB, and now it will do exactly the same thing. So there's the routing. It's another security aspect of the Yolk. You understand? So really nice. Yeah, so this means is the index when you run the so when you run Yolk for the first time, it's automatically run the install. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so it contains the Yolk UI. We've done some queries here using the Yolk UI. You can see that this is not HTML, this Yolk. You can see there's difference. So this basically means you are starting a new Yolk. You are calling a new Yolk UI. So from here, means it's like HTML, but it's not HTML. You understand? So you can see HTML here, but it's not HTML you are coding. This is completely different. Yeah. So this is the meta chassis in HTML and all those stuff. It's bigger. If you know HTML, you easily know this. So there's the title of your projects, maybe Kweku Tech.
Okay. So you can change this is why you change the title.
Oh yeah, this title.
Okay.
You understand? But I have even changed everything. Right now you can just write title and it will still work.
Title Kweku Tech.
Yeah. Kweku Tech. Right now, if I refresh, if I just want, you can see Kweku Tech here. Okay. That's the title of the page. You understand? So you see, we were working with the settings page where you have to set your CSS and all those stuff. So if you want to import the things that you've added inside, you just go import.
Okay.
So if you want a CSS, you just write import CSS. That's the things you link there. It will import all of it into your project.
So this way you link everything.
Everything will be done in the settings. Then you just call them on the page that you want to use it. There's like a web page, like index page. You understand? Yeah. So this is like a simple page that you've created. You get me? So import favicon, meaning I'm importing that's the favicon by default. It import the Yolk favicon. So you can do inside your settings, you can go and link all your favicons and all those stuff. You put the files in the Yolk assets. You put them in the Yolk assets. You see we have the favicon here inside the defaults. All the favicons are here. Then you are linking them inside the settings. You can see you are linking them all here. You understand? So when you link them, since you don't have to repeat in these files, Yolk handles everything here. So any page that you want to you need it, you just go import.
If it's called the name of the,
you just call import, and the name if it's favicon, you call import favicon. If it's CSS, you import CSS. If it is the Yolk CSS, that's where you start the page with PHP. So the CSS might contain Tailwind, Bootstrap, and all those stuff. You can put all the links there, Google Font and all those stuff. But if you want to use the styling of the page using the Yolk CSS, which is the PHP CSS, then you import Yolk CSS. You understand? So now then we come to the main body. So you can see how the structure is. It's like a widget base. Widget inside widget, widget inside widgets. You understand? So right now we don't need EL. You can just write body and everything still run nice. So we are creating something from scratch. You understand? So let's create something from scratch. So this is import. So inside the body, we have to import, just like inside the body of every HTML, we can import the CSS there. Yeah, so we are importing our JavaScript here.
Okay.
So the core JS is from Yolk, the Yolk. It helps you to use the Sweet Alert. So with this, you can use Bootstrap. If you know the Bootstrap classes, you can just use them here.
Okay.
All right. So inside the body, you can now create. If you want a paragraph, you can just write P. You understand? Yeah. So then, so the with Yolk, we have done it in a way that we are trying to make things very easy for you. So the first, it takes parameters.
Okay.
Something like the P, it takes 2 parameters. The first parameter is an array of attributes, like properties. We call it properties. Okay. Let's say the class, the ID, and all those stuff. Okay. That's in ATM, we call them attributes. Yeah. Yes, in Yolk is properties. Okay. You understand? So the key is as an associative array. So the key is a property, the property you are calling, and the value is the name, the value that you give to the property. Okay. For example, we are creating a paragraph with a class Kweku. Okay. So you just write P, then you open your array, associative array. So the key is class, then the value is Kweku. Oh, okay. Yes. So the second parameter is sorry, what's going on? All right, so we can close.
It's been closed already, it seems.
Yeah.
So you remove one.
Okay, sorry. All right, so there's a second parameter. The second parameter is also an array, which is the content. Okay. So you also open an array. So this is where the content goes. Okay. You understand? So the first parameter will be attribute, if you have it, them. So here will be, so you can just, so if it's an array, meaning you can add widgets, more widgets inside the paragraph. Okay. You understand? So now we have one item inside there. So we can just write a raw text. Okay. Inside it, like a paragraph, you can just write welcome to Kweku. Welcome to Kweku. Okay. And if you run it, that's what we have. But right now it's not styled. You understand? Yeah. So we can, instead of writing raw, we can just use heading H1. So you just write H1. We don't need any attribute for the H1, so we just give it welcome to Kweku. Wow, you understand? So this one, we give it heading. Wow, welcome. So now we are using the Yolk CSS, which is in PHP. The class name is Kweku. Okay. So let me copy the class name. I don't need those things that's already here, so I can just delete everything here. Then so now I'm come to style Kweku. Yeah. So it's a class. Yes. You understand? So over here we don't use class. You understand? Okay. Okay. So I'm coming. Sorry. So if you want to use a class, you just call the dot. Okay. Dot means you are using a class. By ID, you can just write an ID. Okay. You understand? So it's a function. The first parameter is going to be the class name. You understand? So we have our dot. It's a class that we are dealing with. So we have dot. Then the first parameter is going to be Kweku. Okay. Then second parameter will be an array. So inside that array, you can put all the properties just like you know in CSS. You understand? So you can write background color, You write everything together. We don't give any space. Yeah, no. So we write autocomplete background color. Then you can just say red. Right now, sorry, something's wrong. Background color. Background color. Okay. Styling the writing though.
It's wrong.
Yeah, it can be a catch or something. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I've made some mistake somewhere. All right, so let me use. I don't know what's going on, but use already existing. Sorry for that.
Oh, no.
Okay, so let's say we have a dot here.
Okay.
You understand? So we have. So let me just make this the Kweku tech.
Okay. It's already copied, right?
It's copied. Okay. So let's see. Something's going on. Okay, it's working.
Okay.
So
the color.
I don't know what's going on. The color is not changing. The class was for the P, but I think we are didn't. Sorry. Should we? Okay, so you I'm trying to. I think I'm styling the
H1. You are styling the P instead of the H1.
I'm styling the P.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give this a class. All right, so you can see it's working now.
Okay.
All right, so the background color, you can change it, you can give it anything, you can pass any. You understand? Yeah. So you can style a widget itself, like P. You can style it using widgets.
Okay.
See this, for example, we have a widget body, meaning you are styling a widget itself. Okay. Let's say the P. So for paragraph, you just write P here.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you can do any query here. You can do any query here, and in HTML, if you are doing line break, you have to do multiple. Oh, yeah. But in Yolk, if you want line break, you can just do let's say I have this H1, I have it twice. Okay, I think browser catches. So I have it twice, and I want to do line breaking. Sorry, over here I've used margin top. That's why it's given that space. We don't need that. See, they are together. Okay. So let's say in Yolk you need a line break. Okay. You just write BR. Oh, just write BR here. So if you don't pass any argument, meaning you just need one. Okay. To break it one. But if you write 5, meaning you want to break the line 5 times.
Oh wow.
Yes, these are some of the cool features. So right now let's forget this and go straight to the point by doing a form. Okay. All right, so we have okay, so we are going to build a form, but that will be outside the P. We don't need it inside. So we just write a form. We'll later make a full video on that. So we have the action. Yes, just how some few things work. Yes. So we have um, the first parameter is the action. Where are you pointing to? So we are on the same page, and you can give the method post, and the third parameter will be attribute, just like we did class, this, and all those stuff. So form is a special kind of widgets. You understand? So it have different parameters and all those stuff. That's why. So here will be an empty array. We don't need any so maybe action, we are on the same page. We don't need any action. So method should be post method. You understand? So inside the form, we can create form input. So you just write input. Yeah, so input to is a special kind of, so you can see input type test, then the name. So you can write the name, maybe name. Yeah. And then third parameter is going to be the class. We don't need any class. Then the other parameter will be value. You understand? But the value is what we are supposed to key in, so we don't need anything here. Sorry, because we don't have the value. You don't really but I want to make a placeholder, which and the placeholder is after the value, the other attribute comes. So placeholder is an attribute. You get me? So you open an array, the key is placeholder. So right now let's refresh and see what we have. Are you getting me? Yes.
I'm getting somewhere.
This is the first time, so it might look plenty to you. If you understand, you can build a whole. So we have input type. The type is test, and then the name is called name. You understand? Because we are dealing with name. Then here can be a class, and here can be the value that you are posting. Let's say you are displaying something from database, you have to echo the value here. So then you can put other properties here. Let's say placeholder and other stuff. Yeah, so we can duplicate this just to quickly get our form. Yeah, so you can duplicate this. All right, so we have name, email, and password, just few stuff. Then input type, we can write submit. Input type submit. Then you maybe btn sub. Input type test as input type password. Okay, then the name should be password. You're going to send it to the database. Yeah, and that's the most interesting part. You understand? That's what is amazing. How to insert. That's why I want us to create the form. How to insert, how to fetch, how to, you understand. So let's quickly work on that, and then so input type submit. Yes. Okay. So we don't need this.
We don't even need the placeholder.
But we need the value. The value is what will show on the pattern. Save or something. We don't need this. Okay.
And the email. The email, you need to change the placeholder for it.
Wait, sorry. So we have email.
Enter your email.
Okay. So enter. Okay. So we have this nicely built quickly. So you can even use the BR here, as I was talking about. You just try BR. Just instead of the normal style, you can just use it here, just like that. So I can just make it 2 here so that we get space. Very easy as that. As easy as that. But we have it now. So you have our interface. So we are now, this is Yolk UI. So now if you want to send it to database, that's why we need the Yolk assistant. So meaning if you know if you are a front-end developer, you built your UI, you now need a backend to send something to communicate. So in the beginning, in the EMV, we've already connected to our database. And we even created a table called users, and we have email and name. But now we want to rearrange it. It's name, email password.
Yeah.
So now that's the live thing about the Yolk database that I love. So we just move the email down, then we add another one, password here. Wow, just like that. So now we can just
my DB,
and it has created everything well here. Okay. Name, email. So we are good to go.
Yes.
So now let's come back to the. So now here, over here, sorry, you don't need all the things here. All right, so now let's do some PHP. And note, the whole Yolk UI is one line of PHP. So you can see the semicolon is ending here.
Yeah.
Everything here is arrays. So the whole Yolk UI is one line of code.
Wow.
One line of code, of PHP code. So now we can do our normal PHP here. So if is set, that one is a normal PHP. You understand? If it's a post btn sub, okay, which is the button, the button
over here,
btn sub. Okay. Sorry, here. Okay. And in PHP we already have extract post, so that you extract all your post field or whatever, so that we can easily grab them. So right now we want to now send our data into database. So what do? So this is where we need the Yolk assistant.
Okay.
Instead of making select insect into users where you just write this, you need to call insect parameter from Yolk.
That's all that you need.
Yeah, so you just write insect. So the first parameter from the so it has already given everything to it. So the insect, the first parameter of the insect is the database table.
Okay.
Which table are you inserting to?
Users.
Then the second parameter is an associative array, key and value pair. So the key is a database field where you are inserting the record to. And the value is your post field. Because we have extracted. So is this name here that we are posting? Yes, easiest.
Wow.
So the email is the email field in the database. And then the email is your post field, password, and yes. So you just need these two things.
That's all.
And it will insert. So let's say, but maybe I want to show some response for you to see that it's successfully inserted. So this will give you a feedback whether success or fail. That's a response from this. Yeah, so you can just write that if sorry, my distance having autocomplete. It's really disturbing me, the Copilot. So if this, the whole of this, if the whole of this is equal to success, I want to break it down for you to see what I'm doing. Now you get it. It's equal to success. Then, so we can declare a variable that will be an element that will show the response in there. So we can say maybe re is equal to nothing from default. So then re now, if this is equal to success, then re will now be equal to, we are using Yolk element, so we can create an element, maybe The element should be maybe an H2.
Okay.
Maybe H2. Then we don't need any attributes. We don't need any attributes. My autocomplete is really disturbing me. Then you just registration successful. Okay. All right. So now that's all. So I'm just trying to get a response. That's why I'm doing all this. If the whole Yolk thing is this line of code, this one line of code, this alone from here to here, we insert everything to the database. Wow. So let's try and see. So Kweku Tech. Yeah. Then k@gmail.com. Then password, anything. Then we save. I've not called a response on the screen, sorry. I've just declared, but it has actually saved. We have this records in the database, but I didn't display the RE, so I can add it to the widgets. Maybe after the form, I just call RE. That's amazing thing about Yolk. You can call the RE. So let's add the same response again
with different names.
Okay, different name. And okay, let's save it. Registration successful.
Wow.
So it worked. So now, if let's say the thing we are uploading has image, what if you are inserting the records together with image? What do we do? All right, so let's say we are adding another field. So let's go to our database manager. That's the easiest thing you can ever get. So you just add another field, maybe after the email. After the email, since it's image, it can be long. So let's make it a text. So let's say this is photo. Name should be photo here. This should be text.
Is it by default? By default, it should be photo. Or...
No. Anything. Kweku.
Okay.
Or pick. Anything. It's just a name, but it should correspond with your input file. Yes. So pick is a text. So we can.
It should correspond with the input that you'll be uploading.
Yes, your input name. No.
Okay.
Which is the file?
The file name on your desktop should be pick.
No. You see, we have in PHP, we have input type. Okay. So that's what I mean. No. Yolk automatically have a way of generating a name for it. I mean the input type here that will show.
Okay.
You see, these are input type test. So let's say input. Okay, input. Let me just copy one of this. Use it. So input type file. The name should be pick. Very good. Should correspond with what we have in the database. So we don't need any placeholder. Anything. We don't really need this. We need only this. That's all. So that's the only two things we need.
Wow.
You understand?
Okay.
So let's say, let me add one BR here. Yolk is really easy to use. So right now we have image upload attached.
Okay.
So this is what I was talking about. So now let's go to we have our pick. So let's migrate my DB. It has been modified. Now we have the structure. We have pick.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
But let me try and make the pick now. So it's true. It's now. So that in case there's no pick, there will be no error.
No, you have made a password rather.
Oh, sorry.
The email rather.
Sorry. The pick is here. Okay, so let me make it now. So now let's run it again. Okay, so now we have image to be now here. Okay, so pick is none now. All right, so now let's go back to our codes. We might end soon, but let's try and get something. Yeah. Yes. So all right, so now we go to our codes. We have our image here. So with Yolk, if you're uploading anything with thousands of images, you just pass one parameter. After this one, you just pass one more parameter. Does it contain files? So you just write files, meaning you are uploading together with a file. So this alone will handle it. And by default, Yolk has Yolk asset. That's what we're talking about. So it will upload the image. First of all, let's go and check our Yolk asset file. Yolk. So where is it? Yolk assets, and we have upload. Right now we have only one. Okay. So now I'm going to upload image. So you can see there's there's only one thing I added, files. I didn't do any queries and all those stuff. So I'm uploading together with image. So let me upload the image. Anything. Let me add my image and let me save. Now let's check the database. We have sorry, one more thing. Anytime you upload image in even HTML, you need you have to add encryption type when it's about image. Sorry, so that's the only thing that I didn't add. So
this is a big.
Alright, so this thing is enc type. The key and the value should be multi-part. It's normal to multi-part / form data. Alright, so now let me upload again. It's first time, that's why it's kind of plenty. But if you know and you're really doing easy. So let's say Frederick Ansan, and okay, so now let's browse the image. Alright, so now let's save. Let's check browse. Now we have the image uploaded, and we can see our folder here. We have the image uploaded.
Wow,
simple. Wow. So now let's say we want to count the records in the database. You just need one line of code to count anything from your database. So we just we can declare variable cc. So cc should be equal to in Yolk we have something called count all. We have two types of counts. So you can count from users or a table where that's custom count. Maybe where fee status is equal to paid or employment status is equal to employed. That's custom count. But right now we are counting all from the database table users. So we just call count all. That's some cool features about the Yolk. What you just write the table name users. So this will count all. So you just need to add this here. Anywhere you want to display the number of records in the database. So you just write cc here and it will count. But let's see the records we have in the database first before. We have 4 records. So now let's refresh our page and see what we have. So I have 4. That's counted everything with this line of code. So let's make a custom count. So let's say ccc is equal to custom count. So that will be the first parameter will be your table name,
ID,
users, Then the second parameter is an array.
The target.
That's a target. Like maybe instead of doing where ID is equal to the ID, but this type is an array and an array. So we have made it because you can make multiple stuff. Maybe and another thing is equal to. Because of that, that's why we made it this way. So you can just write maybe. Let's use something. Maybe email is equal to. So we can make duplicate 2 fields with the same email. You understand? So we have 2 fields with the same email. So you can say where email, which is the database field, then the equal to, because not all the time that is equal to, maybe where name is greater than. So I have make it flexible that you can do any query here. Simple query. So let's say maybe where we have in the database age is less than 100 or greater than. So you can just use this greater than. That's why we have make all this available. So we are now checking where email is equal to email.
Okay.
The email that we are having now. So we just put this email there. You understand?
Okay.
So if you were making multiple and maybe password is equal to this, you just need to bring another parameter. Then you write it end.
Oh, okay.
So automatically find a way around. So now let's call CCC. Yeah. We have to get 2.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Now let's refresh our page. That's custom count. We have 2.
Okay.
I didn't break it. That's why you see 4 2.
Okay. So there are 2 people with the same email.
Yes, that's what
database.
what I've done.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
If you want where email is equal to this, email is equal to maybe this. You get only one because
Okay.
right now we have only one record. So it counts everything that you want. So this is the count.
Okay.
So now we can also display records. We can display all records. We call it fetch. Fetch all. So the fetch, we have 2 type of fetch. Fetch all, and we have custom fetch.
Okay.
So it had the same algorithm. Because of time, I don't want to really do. Yeah, so the fetch too does the same thing. Fetch maybe where email. So we can now delete record.
Okay.
So right now I want to make a query that if I run it automatically delete one record.
Okay.
So now maybe I want to write it straightforward.
A button or what?
I don't want to do a button. If I refresh the page, because I'm writing it direct. Okay. So when the page runs, I just want you to see how the queries are. So if I write delete, so sorry, that's things, amazing stuff from Yolk. So we have the table from users. So we have where ID is equal to 1. You understand? So it has given you the things
you needed.
Maybe when end something, then you really need to bring end the conjunction, but you don't need that right now. So right now we are deleting Kweku.
Okay.
Let's see.
No, MD. That's MD.
It will work.
It will work.
It will work. We don't have Kweku
wow,
because I didn't assign. Oh, what's going on? My machine is off. So these are, I think, these are some of the things from Yolk. These are some cool things about Yolk.
Wow.
Yeah. So guys, I think everybody needs to check the Yolk out. We are making programming very easy for everyone. Very, very easy. So we can, the same way you can use the normal HTML, then use the backend. You just call, maybe delete anywhere you want it. Just like we write normal PHP on top of HTML, you can do anything there just without using the Yolk UI. So it's very amazing.
Wow.
I'm really amazed. It can fetch results. It can update database tables. We couldn't even go to the mobile money bulk SMS. It would have sent an SMS right now with this one.
I hope you'll be doing videos on that.
Oh yeah,
how to use it.
Yeah, so right now we are working on the documentation, official document. So we'll be doing videos on how to set up, how to every part of it, every bit of it. So it's time. We need to break things down. But I think Yolk is doing well. It's one of the coolest frameworks.
Yeah, right now in town, I'll say one of the coolest frameworks in town. Yeah. So are you in need of sponsors for this framework and those kind of things?
Yeah, definitely sponsors. You're welcome. Yeah,
sponsors are welcome.
Yeah, but I think I need someone who can help in the documentation. Right now, I need that.
So right now, not financially, but documentation as well.
Yeah, right now I need the documentation, because if the documentation is out there, people start using it, and that's why you can get sponsors. You understand? Yeah.
So financially, you are okay for now.
Nobody needs money. We need money all the time. So anybody out there who is willing to support your framework,
the person can reach out to you, right?
Yes,
on your social media.
On social media.
Can you put
that's so you put it in the description of the video. I am $. So if you go to my portfolio, I'm $.tk. There's a contact form. You can contact me there, or my email. I give my email, kpin463@gmail.com. Kpin, KPIN 463@gmail.com. Yeah, LinkedIn too, I'm there, but mostly it's Frederick Enin. But
Okay.
yeah, so under my profile, the title is Creator of PHP Yolk.
Okay.
So you can Google Creator of PHP Yolk and it will take you to LinkedIn. Yeah. So.
Okay. Guys, this has been another amazing episode, and I'm really amazed by the framework. I also wish I can do more with this, but I'm not a PHP type. But I'll learn something and also get.
Oh yeah.
I also get into it and learn how to use it.
Yeah.
So my PHP lovers, even if you don't know PHP, you can learn the
it.
basics and start doing something with this framework. Let's try to support him. He's a Ghanaian. Let's hold him firm. Let's not just hype the framework and leave it. We should use it for people to also know what it really does, because there is a lot involved in this one. We're integrating mobile money, bulk SMS, and all those things. These are things that will make your life very, very, very easy. There will be videos coming out on how to use this framework. If it's mobile money that you want to integrate, how to use it, bulk SMS, how to send, how to collect your mobile money and everything. There will be videos coming out on. You said the YouTube page is
Yolk framework.
Yolk framework.
Yeah, so
I'll be leaving the link to the YouTube channel under the description. You should check it out. To his LinkedIn and everything, I will leave all the links under the description. He also said he needed someone who can write documentation for him.
Yeah,
you should try and help a brother out. He is really in need of this. Thank you, and see you in the next episode. Peace.